had an opportunity yet to speak to the BC film sector about the threats made by President Trump, and what kind of, in essence, retaliation could BC put in place to protect the industry if somehow the president is able to put this 100% tariff in on films made outside of the U.S.?
Thanks, Richard. Let me speak to the people who work in our amazing film industry directly. Our province will stand with you. We are so proud of the work that you do. We are international recognition for exceptional quality, for delivering time and time again. It's fantastic, and it's why we've stepped up to support the industry with additional supports. It's an industry that touches every corner of our province and also drives tourism. People travel some distance to visit the location of Canadian films and television shows that see worldwide distribution. The president's proposal is incredibly hard to understand. Try to imagine, as an American, an option for two versions of Netflix, one where you get just a handful of productions, the other where you pay $50 a month or $100 a month and you get to see what everyone else in the world gets to see. To say the implementation would be challenging is an understatement. We don't watch DVDs anymore. But regardless, even if the president does somehow find a way, we will stand with our film industry, and we'll stand with the film industry around the world to make sure that we are protecting the rights of Americans to see what they want to see, which includes high-quality productions filmed right here in Canada.
Richard, for a follow-up?
Prime Minister Carney is meeting with President Trump tomorrow. You can talk about this issue as well, but big picture, what is the expectation from British Columbia around what you would like to see out of this meeting, and what would you like to see the Prime Minister come home with?
Well, you know, the context of the conversation is important. I'm seeing the president ramp up his 51st state rhetoric again. For some reason, and bizarrely, refused to rule out military interventions in Canada, calling our country's borders artificial. And so, first of all, and I know the Prime Minister's up for this, I want to see him ensure that we're standing up strong for our country's sovereignty. We're not tolerating that kind of talk. But the second piece is, to the extent that the conversation is able to get there, is to underline the mutual benefit that we enjoy as Canadians and Americans of a close partnership. You know, I think about our timber industry here, I think about our film industry, the jobs that are dependent on both sides of the border, and the same true in the auto sector in Ontario. I'm very hopeful that the Prime Minister squarely addresses the softwood lumber threats, as well as additional duties that have been imposed on British Columbia companies in terms equal to his advocacy for industries that are in Ontario and Quebec that are affected. Because I believe that there is a possibility of a softwood lumber deal. We've got $10 billion in a tariff bank account that's just sitting there. It's not advancing the interests of Americans or Canadians. And Americans paying more for the building materials they need for their homes doesn't make any sense. So regardless of the specific industry, I want the Prime Minister to be strong. I want him to stand up for our country. I want him to take no guff from the President. And I want him to be constructive and to underline the shared prosperity that we've enjoyed and that can be expanded if we work together.